Alright, time to make a childhood favorite, macaroni and cheese. So I've got 2 tablespoons of melted butter. I just added 2 tablespoons of flour. Gonna let that cook up so that that floury taste gets out of there. In the meantime, I'm gonna pour in my macaroni noodles and let them come to a boil. So once that flour mixture is all melted together, I'm gonna throw in some milk and whisk it. Add a little bit more milk and whisk it. Make sure that I get all the lumps out. And that is going to be the base for our cheese sauce. So I have 24 slices of American cheese, and I am going to be using all 24 for the cheese sauce. And I just add my milk a little at a time, so that way it makes it easier for me to be able to whisk it and make sure that it's all smooth and not lumpy. Trust me, you don't want lumpy sauce. That's not good eats. All right. And like I said, I got 24 slices. And you're going to use each one. But we want to add them only a couple at a time to give it enough time to let that cheese melt and get incorporated. And what I'm doing here is called making a slurry. So I've got a little bit of flour that I put in a little bowl, and I'm taking some of that cheese sauce that's in there and mixing it up because my sauce is a little bit too thin and I want to thicken it. So that's how you thicken it. You just add some thickening agent, which is going to be for me the flour and some of that cheese sauce that's already in there. And that'll help to get it to the consistency that I'm looking for. Alright, so once I get my cheese sauce together, I'm going to dump in those macaroni noodles into a baking dish. And then I'm going to add a little bit of nutmeg to that cheese sauce, because a little bit of nutmeg to anything that is cream or milk based is a good thing. And I like a little bit of pepper, so I add that. Whisk it in, get everything incorporated. Alright, next I'm going to go ahead and add some shredded mozzarella to those noodles. Give it a stir so I can get it all nice and incorporated. And then the pièce de résistance, the cheese sauce. We're going to go ahead and add that. Make sure that those noodles are all covered. Give it a good stir. Make sure that that cheese sauce gets all in those noodles and the crooks and the crannies of it. Then we're going to do what? Take more cheese and add it to the top. Completely cover the top of it with the cheese. And then we can go ahead and bake it off at 350 degrees, 350 to 375. We're going to go ahead and bake it until that cheese is melted and it starts to brown a little bit. Just like that. Bon appetit.